Hey, everybody. Here are three things that your faith should be costing you. Number one is your likability. Look at the scripture say here. Jesus said this: "Woe to you when everyone speaks well of you, for that is how their ancestors treated the false prophets." In other words, crowds like the people who tell them what they want to hear. But if you are going to share the same values as Jesus, there are going to be people who do not like you. But Jesus gives you a great promise. Check this out. He says, God blesses you when people mock you and persecute you and lie about you and say all sorts of evil things about you because you are my followers. Be happy about it, he says. For a great reward awaits you in heaven. And remember, the ancient prophets were persecuted in the same way. Yes, we're supposed to be the light of the world and we're supposed to share the love of Jesus. But look, not everybody loves the light. Jesus said this: "And all who do evil hate the light and refuse to go near it for the fear that their sins will be exposed." You see, when people don't like you, don't take it personally. It's not about you. It's about Jesus. They actually don't like him. Now, they wouldn't say that because, everybody thinks Jesus was a good guy. But if they really understood what Jesus says is right and wrong, they would realize it's him they don't like. So the number one thing your faith should be costing you is your likability with some people. Otherwise, you're not following Jesus. Number two is your comfortability. Jesus has not called us to comfort, but to character. Like whenever you follow Jesus, you're going to be pulled out of your comfort zone, whether it is giving to the kingdom of God, right? Jesus said, wherever your heart is, that's where your money's going to be. Or humbling yourself to your husband or your wife. Sometimes I'd rather eat a bowl of rocks than humble myself if I'm in a fight with my wife, right? Or maybe sharing your faith at work or with a friend or with a neighbor, and you got to step out of your comfort zone and risk your reputation. But the thing is that the result will be supernatural. God will return to you, multiply and return to you what you give to his kingdom. He will strengthen and heal your marriage through your humility, and many will come to Christ because you step out of your comfort zone. It'll all be worth it. So the first thing that your faith should cost you is your likability. Second is your comfortability, and third is your compatibility with sin. Look what this says about sin. What common interest can there be between goodness and evil, and how can light and darkness share life together? That's 2 Corinthians 6:14. Jesus told us that if your hand causes you to sin, cut it off. If your eye causes you to sin, pluck it out. Now, clearly he was talking metaphorically. What he's saying is sin is mean. It is stubborn. It does not want to let you go, and you cannot compromise or be soft with it. You've got to be ruthless and cut it out. Because, the book of Hebrews says that you and I have been given a spiritual race to run, and we cannot run it with the weight of sin holding us down. I was on my morning run this morning, and I was thinking about this devotional, and I'm huffing and puffing, man. It's hard enough without having weights on. But I thought, what if I had a weight tied to my ankle right now? There's no way I could run the race at the speed that I'm capable of. And you can't either if you're entertaining sin in your life. It will shackle you and hold you down. So look, break free of your need to be liked by everybody. And follow Jesus. Secondly, don't let comfort be your goal in life. Let your contribution to the kingdom of God be your goal in life. And thirdly, don't be compatible with sin. Cut it off so that you can be free to run your race with Jesus at full speed. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.